Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, it's kind of another one of these foreigners behaving badly videos, although it has kind of a tragic ending, and I really wouldn't wish this outcome on anybody. You know, again, I don't know the circumstances of how this all went down, so maybe there was a level of, I don't know, deservedness, but, you know, anybody that really finds themselves on the bad end of a beating, that's not anything you want to see. You know, I thought of making this video. I immediately thought of those old sketches by Dave Chappelle, when keeping it real goes wrong. Well, I'd call this one when behaving badly goes bad. As folks know, I do kind of this series now, I guess, foreigners behaving badly. Sometimes it turns out bad for Thailand. Sometimes it turns out bad for whoever was on the other end of whatever problem it was. Sometimes it turns out bad for the foreigner. Unfortunately, in this case, it turned out really bad. Thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Phuket News. That's thephuket.news.com. Article is titled "Russian in Hospital After Beating by Bangla Security Guards." Quoting directly, a Russian man remains in hospital after being heavily beaten by security guards for his drunken behavior at a venue on Bangla Road late last night, December 18th. Quoting directly, a chaotic scene unfolded late last night at a popular bar in Patong where an intoxicated foreign tourist was injured in a confrontation with security guards. Officers were called to the scene about 11:50 p.m. Quoting further, a 31-year-old Russian national, I'm redacting the names, was heavily intoxicated and began dancing on stage at the bar. Security guards identified by police as Chalornpon Supanapon, 30, and Tamakat Suko, 28, and Watarapon Lawong, 19, intervened and removed him from the stage. The situation escalated when Mr. Redacted reportedly approached other patrons in an unruly manner, leading to dissatisfaction among customers. Security guards attempted to escort him out of the bar, but a struggle ensued. Quoting further, a fight broke out between him and the three guards. Quoting further, police confirmed that all parties were transported to Patong Hospital, name redacted for his serious injuries, and the security guards for medical confirmation of any injuries they may have suffered. Patong police assured they were continuing their investigation and that they will press charges to any of the parties for their role in the incident. The incident has drawn attention to the challenges faced by entertainment venues in managing unruly behavior, especially in areas frequented by tourists, and how their security guards respond to such situations. Well, not knowing exactly what happened, I mean, if he really was out of order and it broke out into a fight, I doubt the security guards are going to take much blame for that. Meanwhile, setting aside the legal ramifications of this, I expect if this person is adjudicated to have started some kind of fight, it's possible they'll be deported and blacklisted. But worse than that, again, look at the photo in the thumb here. You know, at the end of the day, do you really want to take that kind of a beating? Because it looks like it's very severe. I mean, legal ramifications are one thing. We talk about that quite frequently on this channel. But I mean, the practical ramifications of that level of violence, it's just not something you want to get into. So those who are coming to Thailand, look, and don't get me wrong, it is very hard to get into an altercation like this with a Thai, especially somebody who's working for a venue where that venue's livelihood is making money off the tourists. That's not the business that these folks are in. They're in the business of keeping people happy and keeping the money flowing. So first of all, the thing to understand is this is not something that's particularly typical for Thailand. If anything, people come here and they're surprised at how peaceful and, quite frankly, how free and easy it is in that regard. But that said, you know, it's an FAFO thing when it comes to Thai security guards, and if you push them too far or you're completely out of order, causing these sorts of problems, there can be serious ramifications. Again, setting aside the legal, just the physical ramifications are such that there's something you really don't want to have to go through.